Hello there. I am so excited to be going live today on because of the things that have been happening earlier today. I can only go live right now, but I'm really excited about it because today we're going to talk about why we feel guilty for resting and how do we stop that. So, I mean, let's be honest, sometimes it seems it's so much easier to actually do the work than to stop. So tonight we're going to talk about why it is so hard for us to do that, to stop, and what is all this guilt about. So if you're watching this, I want to say thank you for watching this video and thank you for putting the time in for yourself. Um, and if you're watching this, it's probably because you've been spending so much time taking care of everything for everyone. And you're like, well, I want to take some rest. I want to do something for myself. I need to ask for help. But there's just this force that's just been stopping you and it's so uncomfortable. So if that's you, then it's all good. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. So we're going to be doing this together. So now I just want to ask, have you ever felt guilty for stopping to resting? And if you have, I would love for you to just put a comment down in the comment line so that if you see other people saying the same thing, I just want you to know that you're not alone. And I remember when I was living back home, every weekend, my mom and my brother would wake up really early on the Saturday, and they would start cleaning, vacuuming, and dusting, and all of these things. Well, for me, I am a night owl, so I would still be in bed sleeping, and all I will hear is, "Why is she still sleeping? Why isn't she helping? Why is she so lazy? Why is she so greedy and selfish?" and all of these things. And I would be like, thinking, yeah, I should be helping, but I don't want to right now. Like, I would do it, but why does it have to be now? And I would, uh, and I'll like lift my blanket off, and then I'll get out just to do it, just because I didn't want to feel that guilt. Feel like I am the bad person for being the lazy one, being the troublemaker. And that was back when I was living at home. And after we got married, sometimes when my husband starts folding clothes, and he helps a lot at home. I'm very blessed. He helps a lot at home. When he starts folding clothes, this guilt would like this feeling of, oh, I don't want to do it, but I should because you know what? Two pairs of hands are faster than one, but it's just that this guilt of letting other people do the thing. But the thing is, like, I just don't want to do it now. And that's how I really felt with this pulling me toward doing something when deep down I really don't want to do it right now. So this is the guilt is a conflict between what there is an expectation versus me not wanting to fulfill that expectation. So sometimes, oftentimes we may be so exhausted and yet our bodies wouldn't give us a chance to sit down. For some of us, once we finish one task, our brains will start searching for what to do next. Have you ever been in a situation where you finally sat down and on the outside it looked like you have finally sat down, but your brain was just running a mile an hour to like figure out what else is there to do? Like your brain just is so exhausted, thinking and thinking and thinking. And if that's you, I just want you to know that you are not alone. And so we're going to dive a little bit deeper into what this guilt is about. So, what are some of the root causes of guilt? So, three of the root causes, the number one is a cultural conditioning, right? Like all the societal conditioning, especially with me in the Asian culture, moms are supposed to be sacrificing. Actually, like there is a family sacrificing. Parents are always sacrificing for the children, and the children are always sacrificing for the parents. And this dynamic, in the ideal sense, that's unconditional love, but it's really not because in between all of these sacrificing, there is an expectation of of gaining something back. And so in the Asian culture, moms are always sacrificing. Being a good mom means whatever I want, I put it to one side. I'm going to take care of my kids, make sure that I feed them, clothe them, put a roof over the head, make sure that they are well educated, so that like protect them to make sure that they grow old enough to take care of themselves. That's the cultural conditioning. And the second one is the identity confusion. So what does identity confusion means? Like we have kind of attached our worth from what we produce. Because while we're growing up, if let's say we do something, oh, I'm going to wash dishes. Like my son recently, he started washing dishes and we're like praising him. Oh, good job. Like, thank you for washing the dishes. And then we will do some more and get some praise. And then when we do more, we don't get any. So we keep doing more and more and more, hoping to get the praise, get the love, get the acceptance. And yet, what happens is this identity that we need to do all of these things before we feel worth it, then transfer to us feeling guilty that we're not worthy to be loved when we stop doing all of those things. So, this is the identity part of the confusion. And then, lastly, of course, between parents and child, will always in terms of parents and child, whatever our parents do is what we will follow. And that's why I always talk to moms. I said, if you want to stand up for yourself, you can't just talk about it. You have to do it to show your kids. So for my mom, um, she is when we came to Canada, she was going out to do full-time job, and then at home she was still taking care of the household, cooking, cleaning, making sure that everything ran smoothly. And so even though she was exhausted, she was taking care of all these things to the point where she would blow up at us, being resentful toward us, and then that's where I also have this resentment against doing all of these things. And so, but it's a model because my perspective became that if I want to be as a good mom, I have to do all of these things. So these I inherited from modeling from my parents, from my mom. So after I'm sharing these three with you, I would like to ask you to reflect on, think back on when, let's say, you just want to sit down, s- lie down on the couch while there are things that are piling up in the background in the house. And you said, I should be doing that. And then you feel guilty when you can't make your body go do it. Whose voice do you hear? Whose voice you hear when and what you that makes you feel guilty for resting? I just want you to think about it for a moment. Whose voice? And what are they saying? What are the sentences that they say? Or what are the sentences you don't want to hear? That judgment of you. I just want you to think about it for a moment. Now, like for you to become really aware of this voice. Because the next thing, what we're going to do is I'm going to share with you a few few practices to deal with this guilt. The first one is we're going to reframe rest as love to break away from that identity of always um, providing, producing in order to feel loved. Resting is love. So if you think about it, rest from before, my mom would say, I'm selfish, I'm lazy, to now rest is actually service to myself. It's love toward me. And when you feel rested, how do you feel like in yourself? Like compared to if you're in to imagine like when you're so tired and have to take care of your family versus when you feel rested and you in the presence of your family, what are the two feelings between these two? For me, when I'm in the when I'm so tired, I just felt like they're just trying to drag another piece of energy out of me. It's like I have no more to give, but then it feels like there's this little claw that tries to pull another piece of me in. But when I'm well rested, I have so much. Sorry, my cough is still not better. I still have so like I feel like I'm this glowing light that I'm so light and free and I have so much to give. Which version do you think your family want to see? And so, if I can ask you to just put your hand on your heart and repeat after me. My rest is my love. My rest is the love I'm giving to myself. So if you can repeat that, my rest is my love. My rest is the love I'm giving to myself. That's right. Because I would imagine if you're in the presence of someone who's exhausted versus with someone, the same person who is well rested and they're joyful, light, and free, which version would you want to be hanging out with? And that's the same for your family. So that's one practice. You can you can put your hand on your heart and whatever comes up within your body, you can repeat that for yourself too. My rest is my love. My rest is the love that I give to myself. So that's exercise number one. Number two is that we're going to detach our action, the doing from the worth. And I want you to know that you're valuable on its own. You don't have to do anything to make you more valuable. Excuse me. And your worth is not like, oh, today I did this much, so I'm worthy to be loved by this much, but tomorrow I can only do this much. So I'm only worthy to be loved by this much. It's not like that. You are fully loved. It's a constant. And it doesn't matter how much you do, how much you didn't do. So if that's the case, what would you do differently? I don't know if you have a to-do list. What would you do differently if you don't have to earn it? Like on your to-do list, can you like start crossing out things that you actually don't need to do? And what about on your to-do list? You can delegate some of those to other people. Or, you know what? I'm going to even tear apart my to-do list because today I'm just going to rest. So detaching of that. So we'll think about it to see what you do differently. Your worth is not tied to what you produce. And now the third one is we're just going to come up with these little tiny moments where um, you can give yourself rest without needing this big scheme of, oh, I'm going to take a vacation to do rest. Like think about like if there you can take certain times during the day to just take a pause, like 5 second pause. 5 second pause to just breathe and come back into your body and say, yeah, you know what? I'm just going to rest for me. And so, um, and I'm going to share with you how you can do that. So I'm going to have you put your hand on your chest, sit up straight, and you can close your eyes and breathe in through the nose for 6 count. Breathe out through the nose for 8 counts. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And each time as you breathe in and out, just relax your shoulders, unclench your jaw. And every time you breathe in, you can repeat to yourself, I deserve to rest. And as you breathe out, I release the guilt. I deserve to rest. I release the guilt. And you can repeat that 3 or 4 times for a few minutes. And just notice how much softer your body feels, all the tension gone. And giving yourself that permission to not be tied your worth to your production. And so that's the end of this live. Thank you again for coming on with me. And I mean, what's been happening so far is just that our identity right now, our identity is kind of created by all these expectations, our past experiences. And right now, what we're doing is we're just shredding all of these things that are not really us. And we're going to come back into who we are so that we can find out what works best for us, what it is that we really want. Okay, so I would love for you to share with us your takeaways or whatever it comes up that resonates with you. I would love for you to comment down in the comment line. And also, starting this week, we'll be diving a little bit deeper into releasing the guilt and so that we can eventually rebuild this joy. And so, just want you to know that it's time for you to come back home. So let's do it together. That's all for today. Until next time.